we are, another weekend out in the garage. Got a big project today and might need some help, may have to call a buddy in, but essentially I put it off long enough and I think it's finally time to uncover the bike, take her apart, go through the new parts, upgrade what we can, clean up what we can, and start this whole process. I need to work out anyway, so let's just get this garage in order. Luckily, most things are on wheels, so that makes it a little bit easier. Now the part that we all love waiting for, pulling out the super lightweight motorcycle on the even lighter lift. So easy, so fun. You should try it. Everybody should give it a shot. It's great. Thank God it's on wheels. Just, like the thing at the gym, but the dolly. And of course the idea is that there's better light to work with, be able to see things a little better. So by we, I mean you and I, because without your help, guys, I'm gonna get this done. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about this whole process. Actually taking apart the motorcycle for the first time. Well, more than I've ever done before. Well, because with older bikes, you start pulling them apart and you know what you're gonna find. All right, here we go. First time, jacking her up. What's the worst that could happen? Man, leg day. Probably should secure the thing from moving. Let's get to the first notch. Safety bar, safety first. Okay, so now it's off the jack. Yeah, the guy here's a little rusty, so let's see what we can do. Big fan of the nozzles, but they keep popping off, and so it's a little bit annoying. Here we go. WD-40 for the wins, all right? Wasn't too bound up before, but enough to make you crazy. It's a squeaker! First on the list is this spring. So you guys saw before when Tom was here, took the gearbox off, spring was broken, got a replacement spring, but I really haven't done that much to the bike since then. Here's where we're at. Essentially, here's the gearbox. Kicker, check. Gear selector, check. Front of the gearbox here, like this guy that goes somewhere. Whoop! I don't know. Broken spring. They said it couldn't be done, but we did it. Birds everywhere. Whenever we were trying to shoot a movie, there's always birds. Okay, so looking at the gearbox, it looks pretty straightforward. I mean, there's what, 6 or 7 screws? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got them here and there's there. I just don't know because, I mean, let's be honest. Looking at the manual, it says really clearly, what is it, Kickstarter, lever, spring, replacement. If you need something read properly, you go to people who have talent. You guys don't want me to sit here and read this to you. My voice isn't up to the task, but I know somebody who is.
Transmission case cover. The transmission is enclosed by 3 separate castings: the transmission case, the center section, and the cover.
I don't think we have to go that far back, Robin.
We're going to do it right, VW. Excuse me.
Oh.
The case is mounted by the rear engine plates to 1 bolt and to the primary case by 3 screws. The left side of the case is open. The right side is enclosed by a web which supports the bearings for the transmission shafts and forms the right side of the case.
Can you give me the basics?
What do you want to know?
How long is this gonna last?
This book reads like stereo instructions.
A single row needle bearing supports the right end.
If we just jump to the part...
The counter shaft.
Okay.
The shaft projects through the bearing to support the speedometer drive gear. The extreme right side is belled out to house the transmission sprocket and support the primary drive case.
Okay, I didn't know that part, so that's good.
Oh, that is good to know, VW. Now, if you'll let me continue.
Sorry.
An oil drain plug is provided at the bottom. I hope that you found that already. The center section, clamped between the case and the cover, can be removed with all the shafts gears, and shifter parts assembled to it as a unit. The left side, main, and countershaft bearings are supported in this section, along with the inner bearings of the Kickstarter and gear shifter shafts. A bearing supports and controls the position of the main shaft. The gear position indicator, clutch throwout lever, and oil filler and level plugs. Ahem. The transmission case cover is fastened by 6 screws passing through the case center section into the transmission case. The support bearings for the gear shift shaft, Kickstarter shaft, and the clutch throwout mechanism are located in the cover. Remove the socket head pinch screws from the Kickstarter and gear shift levers. Push inward with the finger and measure the distance from the end of the main shaft to the tip of the rod. Oh my.
Maybe I should have read it myself.
Apply a thin coat of sealing compound to the faces of the case and cover. Press the gasket on the face of the case over the tubular dowels.
And the spring part?
Kickstarter lever spring replacement.
Woo!
Remove the transmission case cover.
Check.
Install the new spring in the slot with the spring spiraling outward in a counterclockwise direction.
That's this way, right? God, thanks.
Until the lower tooth comes back against the cast stop. There's a picture here. I know you're a visual learner.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Pull the outer hooked end of the spring down and back until it can be hooked over the spring pin at the lower rear of the case. Then replace the starter shaft thrust washer, replace the transmission case cover, and the operating levers.
And that's it. Great. Maybe we should get Robin to hang out a little bit longer because he actually has some knowledge about motorcycles, which I don't have. Hey, Robin, how about a cup of coffee?
Yeah, I'll take a cup. Thank you.
So I've got the one thing that actors really love, which is hot coffee. Coffee.
Thank you.
So obviously you're not a mechanic or an expert, but you know more about this than I do, which is most people. And so I'm just kind of like, if what I want to do is get down to the frame and eventually rewire it, check out the bolts. All of these bolts are kind of mismatched in different areas.
Right.
What's kind of like a strategy?
Okay, I took my Japanese bike apart a long time.
What was your first bike?
My first bike was a Yamaha, I think it was an RD360. It was a twin, a vertical twin.
Okay, cool, that's good. We're in the same family.
And it was a great little bike, and then I got a Yamaha Vision.
That's your second bike?
Shaft drive, and
okay.
That was liquid cooled.
I feel like I'm in good hands.
And I briefly had a VMAX, which was crazy bike. That was
three bikes.
That was too much bike. That was a lot of bike. Anyway, enough. I would say first take off the accessories,
okay.
The extraneous stuff that's going to get in your way.
Okay, so this guy.
Yeah, and like this, the seat, the rails, and then try to keep all the mechanical stuff together as much as you can, so you don't have just to have fewer pieces,
Right, makes
because
sense.
you said you weren't rebuilding the engine, so
right, engine runs great.
Keep it together.
Okay, so accessories. So we'll take off the rails. Then when they're off, I can address all the pitting from the chrome and stuff like that. Wipe it all down, do a proper clean, check everything, and then reassembling it. I think I'll learn a lot about the whole. That's what this.
Oh yeah.
The bike runs fine if we're to just put it back together, and someone did that, but they didn't do it with the appropriate pieces. So I've gone to the lengths to meet experts like Pete Sink.
This is a real expert, yeah.
And then we have friends who are amazing voice actors who come and help us read the manual. This is good to know, guys. If you're going to read the manual, read it correctly. Maybe we can just reassemble the gearbox, and just so it's together, like you said.
Yeah.
So when we take it apart, we're not looking at many bolts and things like this. And then once the gearbox is assembled, then we can go from there.
Sounds good.
I'll get you the new spring. So here, do you want to do the honors?
No.
At the very least, I'll get you the manual so that you can tell me what it's supposed to do.
That might be helpful. Yeah. I am the unqualified instructor.
All right. So old spring, you saw this, right? Like it just snapped.
Oh yeah.
I broke the hell out of this. We were worried that the peg that this sits on broke off, and then I had to re-weld this. But luckily, I didn't have to. Very excited about the new spring. Yeah, new spring.
Yeah, but one more. I think that might be first.
It just slid in all the way, so I don't know. These gears mean something.
So you're.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you're in the space there. So I think this space between the pins is second.
So I should go one more.
Yeah.
Without the clutch being able to be engaged.
I mean, it could be that that's where it is in the picture.
That's just where it is in the picture, right? And then so this guy is part of the shaft that comes out, right? This is the I think this goes here. No. This goes
Teeth down.
teeth down.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Okay, and like this, right?
Actually,
Because this spindle is this spindle here,
right.
and you're at teeth down, so this goes like this, right?
Yes.
Got it. Look at that. Dude, we're doing it. Yeah. Okay, and then once I do this, it definitely rolls on it nicely.
Yeah.
So then I think that this spring goes like this, right? On the pig on the bottom,
On the peg on the bottom.
and then how do you?
And you can tell it's going counterclockwise. If you follow it from the peg, it's going.
I see. There's probably a groove in here that this little groove sits in there, right? The inside of the spring, there's like a little notch. The starter spring slot. It looks like the slot's right here, right?
Yes.
So then I have to get this slot into here somehow magically, and then
With that hook on the peg, yeah.
here, and then all of it has to go down, over, and in, and then enough to wind it up, maybe? It's gonna, if I release it, it's gonna go prank.
Yeah. Kickstarter lever spring replacement. Press in on the shaft to take up end play and rotate the segment in a counterclockwise direction until the lower tooth comes back against the cast stop. See how it's in front of these teeth, but it's under this pin here. So we've got to make it take up enough slack that the peg is here, the slot is there, and the spring is under that.
So you said we have to get underneath
Yeah.
or here.
And needs to be tight enough that the band fits under that screw casting.
You know what's funny is I bet Pete could do this in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah.
He's like this, watch. Dun, 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 dun. So if you're at home right now and you know how to do this and you're not telling us, shame on you.
There we go.
Yeah?
Now it's got to tighten up because
Okay.
that's going to come loose.
Right.
And so
That way.
now it's got to go the other way.
Got that other way, yeah.
So I think maybe we need to
Wind it first.
wind it first. This on there.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're.
Okay.
All right. All right.
We're on the right path. And this is your motorcycle career, so whatever you want to do.
Oh shoot! Let me get it.
Yeah, I did wear all black just because I'm like,
Yeah. Smart.
less to wash. We could put this back on here, which will let us turn it more.
Okay.
Better?
Yeah.
Happy? So then if I engage this here, and put this like this, then I can this way. No, the other way. To go this way, right? All the way around.
Well, that's loosening. So you want
This way.
there needs to be tension on that spring.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing we have to put it in with some tension on it, and then
All the way around.
It increases when you kick, and then snaps back.
You know, get an old bike. It'll be fun. It'll be easy. So
Everything's mechanical, no computers.
This will be the second spring that I break. Ooh.
Did you break the other spring, or was it already broken when you got the bike?
I have video.
It's probably already broken.
I would like to say that it was already broken, but I have video of him kickstarting and it coming back up. So,
Understood.
yeah, my bad. So here we are.
Well, it was going to happen eventually. Yeah.
That's right. That's good. And this is why we're friends. Yeah, thank you very much. So this goes here. This goes in the thing. I'm gonna go all the way around.
Did you search for a tutorial?
I'm making the tour right now.
Okay.
Something's blocking me. Here we go. Here we go. It's gonna cut my thumb open. I know it. I think I'm a little scared. I think this ring's gonna go snippy snappy.
I'll give it a shot real quick if you
Okay,
want.
I were you, Robin, I would do a test dry run first. I find that this back here is hitting me on the sides as I try to get it around.
But it should be like around. Okay, so you're going to kick from here to about here, right? When the Kickstarter is, perpendicular to the ground, this should be the end of these teeth, right?
Yes.
I think.
Yeah. I'm just worried about it snapping forward and taking your fingers off.
All right, so that's there. Get that in there. No, I can. All right,
There's a washer on it too.
thanks to Pete. here.
Now, mind you, we're going to have to take it off again with the cap on. But,
Yeah,
but actually, if our goal is to just get it reassembled so that it's okay and the parts together, maybe we stop here.
Okay.
But just going to assemble it so that we have it, right? That
So
will
it's
make-
all together when you take it out. Yeah.
Dude, I think we take a tea break.
Tea.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And then by then, somebody will have seen this and go, guys, don't do it like that.
Yeah.
Do it like this. And the fact that you waited for us to sit here and suffer through this, shame on you. Do you want to check the manual? Or do
No, that doesn't look like
doesn't
it
care
does.
about manual, he just does it.
No, I'll check the manual. Let me take a look.
This way you don't get your hands dirty. This is the closest we've been so far to putting this back together. Yeah, you do it.
All right. So
Doctor.
this one. This one's definitely here. Right?
Okay. Yeah, because there's threads, right? Yeah. Better?
Better. Yeah.
So, did you ever read Mark Twain? Huckleberry Finn?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, I got this fence to paint. You want to come over and fence? Hey, I got this motorcycle. It's a lot of fun. You should have fun with me. Oh yeah, what kind of fun is that? You know, where we work on it. So we have the officially removed the oil tank.
All right. Oil tank's off.
Thank you very much. Oil tank off. Check. Progress. Okay, so next we're taking off.
Okay. Now the horn's off.
Nice. You see?
There you go.
Look at that moto box. So this isn't a Indian horn, but it's really cool. So I haven't tested it yet, but you know, we'll clean this up in the back, make sure terminals work, and thanks, Robin.
You're welcome.
Giving me all the best stuff. Horn, check. And then this comes off here, and then the seat is free.
Seat is off.
Seat free. Free seat for me. seat to me, to you, to me, to you. Thank you. That's one seat. Awesome. Okay, next one, the gas tank. So the issue that I have with this, we should definitely drain it. And one of the problems is the pitcock. So I've tried. You should be able to turn it right with your hand, right?
Yeah.
I can't. So go. I want to see if you can do it. Can you turn it down?
No.
It's so right, like.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was using pliers. So this is a proper pitcock, right? That's period correct.
Okay.
This is the later version, and as Pete will tell you, thanks Pete, it's offset, so it doesn't go straight down. There's a bit of an elbow in it, if you can see it, right?
Oh yeah.
So that way it doesn't hit the fin, but like this is hitting the fin over here.
Oh yeah.
Shoot from this angle.
Yeah.
See, so that's wrong. So this way it comes here, so it elbows out, and now it comes down. So this is the correct thing. And oh look how easy it is to turn. Look at this. I don't know why you're struggling. It's so easy. Look, I can do it with like one finger. Whoa. So anyways, we'll get that off. We'll drain it out and bring you right back. From the beginning, we were always missing this bolt. We just got this one out. And I was really worried that maybe there was a bolt broken off in there, but we're gonna find out. And we just got this off thanks to Robin. Good job, sir. And so now we're gonna easy does it, lift it go, right?
So there's still some gas, a little gas in there. I feel it. But...
If you hold it, I'll unplug the wires.
Okay.
Totally free to go.
All right.
Look at that. Ah! Nice. Holy cow. This is crazy. Wow.
Look at that dude. She's stripped down. She looks like a cafe racer now.
It does, right? Like it's crazy. So just to kind of look at this, these lines are not correct, right? Whoever did this work, they just had copper lines, and you can see where like the plier marks are, like right here. Like this this is pretty much almost pinched completely, right? Yeah. So if these are coolant lines, I was wondering why there's a little bit of smoke going on all the time. So we're gonna just I'm replacing all the coolant lines. Wally's gonna make all new lines for us. They're supposed to elbow right away. There's no bend in this at all. Proper lines elbow left and go right up here, and this is all incorrect. So yeah, so we can, this is great. This is really great. Now we can see there's no daylight through here. You see?
Oh yeah.
That's what I was afraid of. So let's see what it looks like on the other side. Yep, it needs to be drilled. I was wondering why the bolt wasn't put back, right? And the reason is because they snapped it off. So I need to drill and tap this out. But this is great. Still haven't found my missing socket yet, but we will. It's about lunchtime, and I think we might call it a day, but getting the tank off and some accessories, this can come off later.
The seat?
Seat, oh yeah, seat, the back railings and accessories, and getting this put back together temporarily is a huge win. So very, very happy with that. It was amazing. Thank you, Rob, for coming over and helping read the manual for me so I knew what was going on. Plenty to do. If you're ever around this part, which I'm sure will never come back ever again.
No, I will.
I'd appreciate your help. So thanks, Robin. Thank you so much for popping by.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, a lot of fun. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.